Hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. What I have here is a Ion 8000 milliamp quick wireless charge battery. I travel a lot for work and I'm always looking for charging solutions to keep myself powered up because I spend a lot more time on my electronics than I would expect. Now, my current go-to is I have this Morphe battery bank that I purchased for my iPhone 11 Pro. And so far I love it because what I use it as a reserve, kind of like a backup, power backup for my phone. And my current habit is that I will use my phone till about 20%, and then I will activate the battery bank such as this. Let me see if I actually have any charge on it. Oh, I don't have any charge. Okay, well, which goes on to the next part of my video. This has a 5000 milliamp battery supposedly installed into it. However, it goes quick and I will get the phone from 0% or 2% or 3% up to about 30%. But it doesn't do a full charge, even though theoretically the milliamp battery size in here is greater than or equal to the battery size on my iPhone 11. So that would lead me to believe that there's a lot of loss on the wireless charging. So the only real solution is to get more wireless chargers. So anyway, we just had a major snowstorm hit Houston, and I'm actually stranded in Newark, New Jersey for work. So while I was going through the airport, there is a certain innovation store that I like to go by that I always spend a lot of money at. I don't know why. I'm just a real tech guy, so I always like to blow my money on tech stuff. And here is, I was able to get 3 of them. Buy 2, get 1 free. $34.99 a piece. I didn't know if that was a good price or a bad price for them, but I went ahead and purchased them. So I was able to get 3 of them for about $70 total. So here's what they look like. The first one, actually surprisingly, is a very professional, not so professional looking yellow. It's kind of bright. It's really cool. It's not as heavy as I expected it to be, and this is supposedly an 8000 milliamp. Now you can look, it's a see-through case. You can see the batteries. You can see the chip in there, the logic board, so hopefully you don't blow your stuff up. And it's got suction cups, so I guess the idea is that it attaches to your phone. You lay it like this, and then you put your phone on top, and the suction pads hold it in place. So I guess maybe you can actually use your phone while it's charging. I'm not sure if that's exactly the best way to use it, but with 3 of them, it's a combined output of 24,000 milliamps. So I think that's pretty good. So we'll charge it up. I do have some charging solutions with me. I have my, let me see, what is this? A Blackwire wireless charger, quick charger with both USB-C and USB-A output, which I actually use the heck out of to charge everything. So right now I have a Realtek USB-A charger that I'm going to use to charge this. And I'm going to just get all of them cooking off, and then we'll see how they work out. So I plugged it in, and you got cool little lights going on. And it's showing that, well, it's showing here that it's already 3 bars. So we'll just go ahead and let this charge until it's ready to go. And in case you're curious, here's what the box looks like. I think the yellow one that I opened was a demo or a return because it didn't quite have the plastic protective cover on it. Here's the manual. I'm not sure what's going on here because it's Ion branded. If you look on the box, it says Ion. But then if you look on the instruction manual, it says Candy Wires. And Candy Wires, there is a website, and if you look on the reviews for the Candy Wires Ion battery bank, there is a 1-star review. So I'm not sure if I got ripped off on this or these are actually good deals. I really don't know. So here we go. I got them all cooking at the same time on the off the clock. I got one charging at a 2.1 amps, and I got the other one charging at 1 amp. This clock is pretty dusty. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so it's been a few hours. I have them charged up. They are sufficiently cooked off. So let me go ahead and check them out and see how they do. So just a spoiler alert, I've already kind of played with the yellow one a little bit. And so far I've been pretty impressed with their output, but wow, those suction cups really grab each other. Okay, so let's see what we're dealing with here. Now, right now, I am looking at a combined 8, 16, 24 milliamps of power, which is comparable to the bigger batteries. Again, this is the design here. You can see the battery in there, the logic board. Now, I am using my iPhone right now. So I will not be able to show off charging the Wi-Fi, the iPhone on the pad, but I can let you know that it does seem to charge the iPhone very well. The thing is that because of the suction pads, ironically enough, the iPhone, you cannot charge the device while the phone is laying lengthways, even though the advertising says you can, because the suction pads actually put too much distance between the back of the phone and the battery case itself, which prevents the QI charging. So I actually had to lay the phone lengthwise, like this, on the phone. So, but then it worked just as well. So if this was the iPhone, for example, I had to lay the iPhone like that to get the QI charger working, and not like this. Okay. But anyway, so the charging capability works. There are your plugs. You have a USB-C, USB-A, and then you have a full size to charge it. Or actually you have a full size output, I guess, to charge smaller devices. So you can charge them in here, and I guess you can output the charge there. If you hit the on button, it lights up, and surprisingly enough, it works very well. So here we go. They're cooked off, they're ready to charge. So the first thing we can try is my AirPods with the wireless charging case. And they immediately start charging. No issues whatsoever. Surprisingly enough, if you try to charge something that doesn't really work, so for example, I have this Fossil watch. I did not bring the charger with it. The battery lasted for a few days. It does wirelessly charge, but if you try to charge it off of the battery pack, it starts blinking red to indicate that there's nothing there. So you cannot charge the Fossil watch off of the battery pack. That being said, this is my Morphe case. I did charge the Morphe case. A little trick I like to do is I will sometimes activate the Morphe case, and then I will charge my AirPods off of the Morphe case. I've also been able to charge other people's cell phones off of my Morphe case as well, so works out really well. Still can't charge a watch though. For some reason, the watch will not charge. So you see it's giving an indicator. The Fossil watch will not charge off of the Morphe case. It wants its own charger. So these are the batteries. Now, another thing that they talk about them being able to do is called pass-through charging, where apparently you can charge the battery while you're charging everything else, and then you can actually have two ways of charging. So for example, I can charge two independent devices, and then I can charge my phone as well. Now my work iPad, and it is charging. I have my old iPad Air, which is also charging. And then I have my AirPods, which are charging as well. So there's a little light. So the battery will charge from any of these ports, it looks like, which is good. And then finally I am charging my Anchor battery, work issued, into my pack as well. So you can see that very versatile setup. So last but not least, you have a combined output of 24,000 milliamps with 9 available ports plus wireless charging capability. I think these are pretty good. I'll see how they work, but you know, with the times that we're living in, you can't go wrong with having a few of these stashed away. It used to be that you needed to have at least one, but if you have one, why not have 3? Take care, y'all. Be safe out there.